Hello everyone, and welcome to my Duel Today official news channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. After Holly awakens from her coma, Eli and Lani return bearing exciting news. Nicole and EJ are sound asleep in their bed when Holly yells, "Mom," over a monitor. Nicole and EJ wake up abruptly and dash to Holly's room. Nicole demands, "Tell us, where did you get the drugs?" to a zombie like Holly. Is she going to recall? If that's the case, will she be honest with them? Paulina is visited in the hospital by Eli, Lani, and Chanel. The good news? Lani is now free. Having both of her girls by her side makes Paulina very happy. But Lani confides in Abe that she's truly concerned about what her mother is going through. Stephanie is with Bobby, Everett, who appears to be going through some medical testing. "You love her," Chad yells at Everett in the following scenario. "We are unaware of your true identity." Will the questions of what happened to him eventually be answered? Stefan receives an order from Clyde to complete the task and murder Harris. Stefan is unsure of how to kill him because he is always being watched. Here comes Stefan, sporting a lab coat and scrubs, along with the essential face mask to cover up his mustache and carry a syringe. Will Harris's career finish with this? To learn Tate's new address and who pays Holly a visit, make sure to check out our Days of Our Lives spoilers. Steve admits, Trip and Wendy's destiny, Eli and Lani return, Holly awakens. The spoilers for the 26th of February's episode of Days of Our Lives are out. Holly Jonas emerges from unconsciousness. Lani Price Grant and Eli Grant head back to Salem. News about Wendy Shin and Trip Johnson reaches Ava Vitali. Additionally, Steve Johnson tells Constantine Meliones the truth at last. According to DOL teasers for the 26th of February, Holly emerges from her coma at last. There will be a twist, though. Sadly, Holly is unaware of the reason she was unconscious, which is unfortunate for Tate Black, Jamie Martin Mann. Tate will be disappointed to learn that Holly must not have remembered. Tate was counting on Holly waking up in a recent episode to absolve him of any guilt. Holly does awaken, and she demands something from Nicole Walker DiMera and EJ DiMera. Holly demands to know why Nicole and EJ put her in a coma. Naturally, EJ and Nicole accept an embellished account of events that implicates Tate. Hence, EJ and Nicole won't want to cause Holly any more misery. Furthermore, Holly may remember things differently after hearing them explained to her than when she remembers them for herself. On February 26th, Eli and Lani will make their way back to Salem. Regretfully, it will occur in terrible circumstances. Following Paulina Price's, Jackie Harry, thyroid cancer surgery and heart attack, Ilani will return to town. The spoilers for the upcoming week of February 26th on Days of Our Lives about Trip Johnson and Wendy Shin's fate indicate that they will remain in captivity. In captivity, Wendy had a severe panic attack. Ava and Stefan DiMera learn more about the abduction victims in the interim. This story will probably end well for Trip and Wendy, but at what cost? Supporters can also anticipate that Stephanie Johnson will be witness to Marlena Evans, Deidre Hall, questioning Everett Lynch. Everett brings up Bobby Stein with Chad DiMera. Afterwards, Chad consoles Stephanie on Everett's deceit. Additionally, Teresa Donovan and Brady Black updates are provided by Kristen DiMera and Alex Kyriakis. After leaving treatment, Tate goes back to Salem, although he won't be lodging with relatives. Tate relocates to a halfway home instead. Brady and Teresa attempt to mend their connection with Tate as he settles into the Salem halfway house. Stefan is also given the command by Clyde Weston to kill Harris Michaels. In another scene, Steve tells Constantine the truth at last. When it comes to the week of February 26th, which storyline are you most excited to see? Wendy freaks out, Harris awakens, and Everett is hypnotized. Spoilers for Days of Our Lives when Harris Michaels eventually wakes up on Monday, February 26th, will he be able to identify his shooter? Everett Lynch asks Marlena Evans for assistance. Is Everett going to recall his past? Wendy Shin concludes that there is no longer any enjoyment in kidnapping. Will Wendy benefit from freaking out? Harris was tried to death by Stefan Demera. Days of Our Lives with Michael. According to spoilers, Harris's progress is accompanied by conflicting feelings. Rafe Hernandez is relieved that Harris is conscious and anticipates that he will reveal his killer. Rafe is aware that Harris might be in greater danger now that he is awake, though. Rafe must take care to ensure that his shady police officer does not wind up keeping an eye on him. The news that Harris is awake excites Ava Vitali, who also hopes he will recover. Unfortunately, if Stefan Demera gets his way, it won't occur. Stefan has already received orders from Clyde Weston to kill Harris. Is it possible for Ava to save the guy she loves? Everett Lynch adopts a hypnotic state. Despite Everett's insistence that he was never Bobby Stein, Blake Barris, he has undoubtedly avoided seeing Jada Hunter, Elia Cantu, in person ever since moving to Salem. The evidence that Bobby and Everett are one and the same has been demonstrated by Steve Johnson. Jada has further demonstrated this by having identical fingerprints. After being put into a coma, Everett awoke with some memory loss. Everett claims he was never Bobby, but how can he be certain of this when he can't recall his entire past? Is Marlena able to use her powers to assist Everett in determining the truth? Does Everett simply wish to move on from his marriage to Jada and their past now that he is aware of the truth? Wendy freaks outside. Trip Johnson and Wendy have been incarcerated for a while. Trip and Wendy are unable to get away. In this container, Wendy is becoming stir-crazy. Wendy is aware that if somebody chose to put water in it, they will drown. She keeps replaying these many situations in her mind. Will Wendy's greatest worries materialize? Intent on finding Wendy and his son, Steve is on the case. But before Steve can become close to Trip and Wendy, he has to discover more about who the nasty cop is. Will Steve arrive in time to see these two? Is Ava going to be the one to save them in the end? She's awake. EJ and Nicole discover Holly calling out for Mom on the baby monitor as our new week in Salem gets underway. When they notice Holly is awake, they leap to their feet. After they get to her room, Nicole is seen asking Holly where she obtained the medications. She's home. Eli and Lani return to the city after Lani was freed from prison. They go straight to Paulina's hospital room, where the family gets back together. Abe is informed by Lani about her deep concern for her mother. He's an assassin. James reads Clyde calls Stefan and orders him to complete the task of killing Harris. He wonders how he's expected to act in this situation, knowing that his intended victim is watching. Cut to Stefan holding a needle while dressed like a doctor. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and don't miss any updates.